Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? So, with this ridiculous episode of Noblesse, we learned quite a bit about why Frankenstein's in the position that he's in, uh, what kind of like turmoil it's bringing, and pretty much where he stands with the main guy, which I kind of like all the things I saw so far. Like, it makes a lot of sense why everything is the way it is with those two. So, in the regards of giving us more information on why Frankenstein is the way he is, it's a lot easier to swallow the information given here compared to what um, I thought was the reason. Like, I thought Frankenstein and the Master were a lot closer and a lot more closer to like the same levels, but that all changed as soon as the white haired guys show up, who seemingly is the father of the guy of the noble in the white suit. So I thought that was pretty interesting. The thing that actually surprised me the most was seeing what was going to come in the future of the new Lord, who I don't know who she has a connection to or why she's even in the position she's in. It might have to do with something with the wolf guy blowing up the way he did, maybe, in the OVA. But outside of that, I have no idea why she is the leader now, right? Not to mention, the person who was the leader was pretty understanding of the relationship he had with his pair, right? So if someone died and he was like considered his father, his brother, um, it leaves the question of how did he die, and if he did die, I missed who was capable of taking him out, or what was the actual cause of death? Because at this point, they're just pretty much giving us a reasoning why our main character isn't there, and not to mention not there in good graces, right? Like, people there do not really care for him. Like, they like his ability, his power, but outside of that, they don't care for anything he's really doing when it comes down to the human, when it comes down to just allowing Frankenstein to live. And now, even more of the higher ups have an understanding that he is doing something even worse, or not, I guess not worse, but he's doing something so far, in fact, that he doesn't even really care to come home to a place where, these nobles think it's like the best place to be, right? Like, they think this is how you're supposed to live, and for him, he's like, nah, I want to live with humans. I want to live with the people I want to live with. So that's a pretty hard blow, seemingly, for these people living here, because they all kind of revered him and his power, I'm guessing, more than just like his personality, seeing how he didn't really even talk to many people. So to be like, oh yeah, no, they really like his personality and the type of person he is, like, nah, they literally just liked him because he was more powerful than most people they have seen, and he was capable of protecting most of, if not all of, the the nobles if something of a super threat came. I don't know, like a werewolf that lost control after losing someone, people like that. But overall, we're definitely getting some pretty interesting stuff with this one. I definitely would love to talk more and more and more about all my ideas or all my thought processes, but I want to also get some more videos out today, and I gotta get to work. So I might as well try to get all 3 videos out before work, But yeah, with that being said, please do let me know what you're thinking about all this. This show has been pretty interesting, nonetheless. I guess I'll do one fight. And not only is it interesting, they really, really want me to believe the vampire people are evil in this week's episode, and I kind of already felt a little bit of a evil intent behind them in the case of, oh yeah, we protect these lower beings and we protect them and we're their guardians and this and that. But when it all of a sudden becomes prevalent that a human just might be able to protect themselves or fight one of them on par with them, now all of a sudden it's a problem. Now we need to, it's disgusting, it's this and that, you know. So it's really, really cool to see them slowly but surely kind of turn against the same people they just set out to protect. Because they know for a fact that if humans became the dominant species, they might just oust them, you know, like if they were strong enough to all pretty much cause a war and they had the same amount of artillery uh, as these nobles in this area, it would be bad, right? Like Frankenstein was already kind of capable of taking out one of them at that time and point where he literally had like no control over his power. So yeah, imagine if he fought him now where he has all of this control, where he's been working on being better since then, you know? So these are the types of things that really make shows good for me, because now you gotta remember that everything that's happened in the past has a future now, and everything in the future is looking quite good for Frankenstein, seeing how he's uh, pushed himself to such limits of training every single day with those people there, not to mention uh, taking out threats that have threatened his master. So I don't know if you could really consider them strong, but overall, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Please leave a like if you guys have made it this far, because it helps get the notification out to all y'all. So I hope you have a good one, and peace.